Hey there, it's Rob Hatch, and welcome to ActionStacks. Once again, ActionStacks are a system. They're a simple, repeatable plan to help you stay focused on different aspects of your business operations, or honestly, in any area of your life where you have a repeated system or repeated process that you go through, and it could benefit from having a simple system to walk you through. One of the things that I love so much is that it takes the decision making energy that I want to reserve for more important aspects of my life and my business off my hands. It's like automating my brain. I know how to do all of these things that I have action stacks for the most part, but maybe I do them every week, but I might only do them 2 or 3 times a year. And I want to be able to quickly and easily go through each step and not have to look around. For example, you might have something that you do on a quarterly basis. And sure, you've done it before and you can find your way through it. But more often than not, it would benefit if you had a simple action stack, a series of tasks or actions put together that you repeat every single time, and you never have to worry about it. You never have to think about it or look for those things. This is the benefit of creating an action stack. One of the action stacks I wanted to go over with you today is something that I use quite frequently, actually. And it involves my coaching clients, my coaching calls. So with every coaching client, I always offer the opportunity to provide a summary of our phone call. And I send along notes of the high points if they want. There are a lot of people who just like to take their own notes. Kinesthetic learning, they take notes along the way, and that's just fine. But this is sort of an added benefit that I offer if it's helpful so that they can have their full attention on the call. So let me walk you through that real quick. One of the examples I wanted to show with you today is actually something that I do quite frequently. As I do with any of my coaching clients, I give them the option to take their own notes, or I will send them kind of a high level summary of our call. What are the main topics that we talked about? What are some of the agreements that we came to? Some resources and so on. So this is my framework for that, because right after a call, after we've invested a lot of energy into focusing on the needs in the call, I want to make sure that I do this when it's fresh, and I use this framework to kind of move me through that process and make sure that I follow through, stay accountable to that. The first step in this action stack, I just want to note, this is already, as a part of this, it's already done. The review notes within 15 minutes of the call, I schedule that as part of the process. When I make a coaching call, schedule a coaching call, I leave about 20 minutes after each call specifically for this purpose. And even if it's someone that I'm not necessarily taking notes for or sending along notes to, I need that space to kind of move into the next thing, to kind of let that all go, everything that we've discussed go. There's something that I'll hold on to otherwise. So I like to leave space. I don't jump right into the next thing. So I might go get a glass of water, come back to my office, sit down, and start working through this action stack of coaching call notes. So it's really important to me that I review the notes within 15 minutes so everything's fresh. Usually on a coaching call, there are highlights. So there's 3 to 5 things that we might have covered that are really important, and it helps me to have a framework before I make my notes. I identify what those highlights are first and foremost, like an outline. So framing up the 3 to 5 topics, 1, 2, 3, it just sort of helps me work through it. I include any relevant resource links. Oftentimes on a call, I might reference something or recommend a client look at something. And I want to make sure that I include anything that I've made note of, as well as identifying the homework for the accountability of each coaching call. Usually we end with, here are the action steps that you're going to have. Here's the homework until we talk next, as well as closing with the next meeting time and date and location. And I use this step to make sure that that's all in my calendar as well. And then add any follow-up reminders to my calendar put it in the right folder on my Google Drive, and then I send it off to the client. Now, this is simple, right? This is stuff that we can do from memory, and it's not like this is an incredibly difficult task. However, having an action stack is one of those things that helps me to stay accountable as well. It helps me remember that there is a process to what I'm doing and the work that I'm doing with clients. And if I build that into my schedule first and foremost, and I have a structure to work through after a call, then I'm going to finish that. I'm going to finish it when I'm fresh and remembering the things that we talked about. So the notes are going to have more meaning and more relevance, and I'm going to be delivering that off to the client. Action stacks help me in so many ways to stay focused and to work through some of these things that maybe we'd waste a whole lot of mental energy on trying to remember, or gosh, did I do that? Did I not do that? Or do I, maybe you're not feeling like doing something. An action stack just helps you move through simply and effectively, like a recipe for operations of your business. So I wanted to share this example with you to show you that it doesn't matter how big or small the process is for your business or your life. If you do it more than twice, it benefits from having a simple system like an action stack to set up and use over and over again to help you move effectively and efficiently through it. I'm Rob Hatch. If you have any questions, drop me a line, rob@robhatch.com. You can also sign up for my newsletter, robhatch.com/attention newsletter. So look forward to talking to you, hearing from you. See you next time.